All right, we're almost ready to go here. Only 2 players left to ready up. It's Mercy and Radia. They're still holding on, just wasting some time for us. You know, it is 7:11 p.m., which is 10:11 p.m. Eastern Standard. United5 has moved forward. Well, Lizard, of course, if you are a fan, continues. The bullets fly. Everybody's ready for a little bit of fun. Oh, and I popped out of the screen. There we go. The match has begun. Oh, and with that, we lost our first ETTV from iCentralHost.com. So if you're on that ETTV, that's where it went. We see some airstrikes coming out here on that main entrance into the garage as here comes Warp Sanity outside, obliterated by some rifle nade action. Bodies lying up here. Boy and Elf both waiting for a revive. Grim Reaper was hoping to get in there, but no such luck this time around. We're going to have to wait for that next spawn as Bob from U5 has moved forward right in front of the grill of that truck, watching for the next spawn to come in. He has grabbed that spawn time, and he will now back off to join the remainder of his team. Here comes Axe out. 3 players for U5 outside, pressing into that main open area, headed into the garage. Quick battles going on here, but Elf able to stay alive. Grim Reaper holding on to his life as well. Lizard coming up high, but Spartan's actually going to rotate around and smack him between the shoulder blades with a bullet. Currently, the position of the truck, it is sitting next to the first tree and the rock ledge around the corner, not quite ready to make its move down into the garage. Waiting up on the ledge next to the alcove is Boy. He's going to be ripped down and have to respawn in with the remainder of his team. Here comes another spawn. 5 players coming in for Warp Sanity as an airstrike has been, actually artillery support being called down outside, and the explosions have begun as Warp Sanity makes their way inside. Now heading inside as we have a grenade coming out from Herf. Spartan being thrown across the level. He's going to have to spawn back in. There you hear it, guys. The forward bunker has been captured by Warp Sanity. Looking down here at the forward bunker gate to see if we've got anyone from Warp Sanity, an engineer perhaps, ready to plant dynamite. And sure enough, here comes Mercy dropping down the dynamite, whipping out those fires, and with 30 seconds left to go, the dynamite is counting down. Now I'm also hearing dynamite planted up high. Sure enough, you heard it. Dynamite planted called out there. So we'll get both of those entrances opened up to the next stage of the game as Zombie ETTV has disconnected as well. And we're going to have to wait for that one to come back in. Gotta hate when that happens. 8 seconds left on the main dynamite. The truck now in position, ready to move forward. 3, 2, 1... First stage has been completed. Forward spawn point claimed by Warp Sanity. 12 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. I should have called that time sooner. I know, I suck. So it's 12:23 on the clock as the truck goes up that first hill. Got some artillery support being knocked down here. Herf taking a bit of fire from Silver. You know, Herf happily throwing back some support fire, finding conflict from U5. These guys continue to push through as Warp Sanity trying to make their move on the command post. I'm inside here as U5 Bob guarding that command post. Gonna hold off Warp Sanity just a little bit longer. A lot of grenades coming out here. Warp Sanity seems to be focusing most of their attentions on that command post, trying to get another spawn point for the team. Bob and Axe teaming up for United5 to keep a hold of that one. And here comes Warp Sanity, fresh off the spawn. All 6 players coming out, 2 staying up top. 1, it looks like Elf actually launched into the air by Bob's grenade. That one had to hurt, but a medic right there to revive him. Back in play is Elf, but not for long. More grenades coming out from U5. Another attack on this command post, and U5 still holding on to almost all of their players. As Warp Sanity forced to spawn in once again. A 3-player spawn coming out this time. Mercy trying to keep Herf alive as they continue to run over towards that command post. See Elf moving forward here. He was trying to make his way towards that gate, but he's going to be picked off by some MP40 fire coming out from Meridia, it looks like. Alright, Warp Sanity spawning in once again. 10 minutes and 53 seconds left to go as dynamite is planted at the West Depot wall. That'll be a good starting point for Warp Sanity, but of course they do have to blow that main depot gate if they stand any chance of setting a reasonable time. Here comes Lizard around the corner, ripping. Look at that. Spartan and Conflict both ripped to shreds by that Thompson. Silver finally able to finish that reign of terror as we have dynamite being planted by Grim Reaper, but not for long. Silver, MP40 in the back as the west wall has been blown open, but we still have that main depot gate locked shut tight. Yeah, lockstep. All right, here comes Warp Sanity once more off the spawn. Elf, Lizard, and Mercy going towards that command post. Got Bob and Axe double teaming once again. They're enjoying that position together, but this time Elf makes it inside. Elf versus Axe, and Elf will win it, but as a medic, he cannot blow that command post. Looking to get either a covert ops or an engineer revived so they can go in and finish the job, take control of the command post, and another spawn. These guys deciding to go ahead and let that command post go as Mercy and Elf push forward just a little bit, guarding that gate, waiting for their team to come in off that spawn. Here comes Grim Reaper inside as the engineer. Will he plant the dynamite? Nope. Well, maybe. Alright, there's the covert ops. It's going to be Boy coming inside as the covert ops. Grim Reaper with the pliers out to rebuild that command post. And it's once again claimed, or this is now finally claimed for Warp Sanity. 920, 919, 18, 17, 16. I can count. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I get a gold star. Alright, the truck starts to move forward. Once again, we have a 4-man attack on the east wall. Double plant going on. Lizard and Grim Reaper working together to finish that dynamite plant. And now it's time to focus their attention on the depot gate. Dynamite goes down with Grim Reaper. Panzerfaust coming out from Axe, and he's going to get a nice 4-man kill. Mercy Boy, Elf, and Grim Reaper all obliterated by that explosion. Perfect timing by Axe. He got the money shot, and his team has to be yelling together right now as the east depot wall dynamite has been defused. Spartan doing the honors on that one. Mercy trying to make his way in as the medic, clear the way for his engineers, and he's going to do a pretty good job of it, but we still need to see dynamite outside there. There we go. Dynamite is planted. Finally, I believe by Grim Reaper coming through and getting that dynamite down with 20 seconds left to go on that dynamite. Panzers coming out from all directions. Warp Sanity splitting up, trying to guard that dynamite. Got some artillery support going on there. Still looking for U5. I don't think anyone's going to come out and try for the defuse. 8 seconds left. 7, 6, 5. All right, it's a moot point now as the dynamite will explode, and another dynamite has been planted at the east wall. The depot gate wall blown open. 7 minutes and 52 seconds left to go. You know, you got to look at this stage of the game and say, okay, they've made it past the bunker. They've made it past the depot gate, but they still have to get inside, get an engineer into those crane controls, get the crane controls rebuilt, get that gold crate onto the back of the truck, get the truck out to the exit point. Now, I know that once you get that gold crate loaded up, you're in pretty good position to set a time, but there's still a lot to be done. So the truck in position, running upstairs. You can hear the air raid sirens going off inside here. Looks like Lizard tried to make a solo run inside. Not going to happen as U5 already in position to hold them away from those crane controls. Looking into the stairwell, here comes Grim Reaper and Mercy. Mercy going to revive Grim Reaper as Grim Reaper almost immediately picked off by some fire. Grim Reaper comes inside. Mercy once again trying to go for the revive. Not going to happen this time. 6 minutes and 56 seconds left to go. Another attack by Warp Sanity coming through. 3 men this time dodging the rifle nade from Spartan, Herf, and Elf. Not able to get back into the stairwell, and they're going to have to go start over from the spawn. Lizard still hanging out here, but Conflict going to rotate around, come up that spiral staircase, and find Lizard with his pants down. Going to stop that run once again by Warp Sanity. 6 minutes, 32 seconds left to go. Still plenty of time to work with here, I'd say, but they've got to step things up here. They've got to get in there. Here comes Warp Sanity. 4 men coming in. Mercy as the medic holding back, ready to revive. Perf also going to get the revives in there as Elf back up and running, looking to see if we have an engineer in play. I think we have 3 medics running around, but no engineer. So Mercy and Herf. Here comes the engineer. Lizard runs inside, and he's staying alive just barely. Look at that. Nicely played by Lizard. Once again coming through with his Thompson. It's the second time we've seen it. He pushed the button on the crane controls. He got that gold crate on its way to loading up. And I gotta say, Lizard has really come out with those clutch shots when it mattered. 2-man shots to get controls of the depot gate when they wanted to plant dynamite there. And here a 2-man shot to get up control of those crane controls. So we're currently watching as the truck, now with a gold crate loaded onto the back. Elf was trying to escort it, but Radia came right in there, stopped that run, and forced Warp Sanity to spawn back in the game and give this one another try. We're watching Boy, Mercy, and Herf as they begin their guidance of the truck. A grenade tossed in the flatbed. A smart move by U5, but Warp Sanity trying to stay out of that obvious position of pronating on the flatbed. Herf now holding onto his position on the flatbed, staying in there. We've got Grim Reaper off to the side, crouching behind a wheel well, trying to make sure he stays in there. Airstrike coming out there, and Herf may feel this one. Yes, he does. Support fire from Silver destroys Herf, but Elf waiting just outside that gate to continue the momentum of the truck. 4 minutes and 48 seconds on the clock, and you know this truck is going to make it. The question is, how much more time will Warp Sanity gain before they get that truck in position? Mercy gets that. Oh, he gets crushed there. I'm not sure what he was doing. It's almost like he got underneath the wheel and got himself crushed. Boy, Herf, and Lizard out in front of the truck right now as it rounds the corner and continues its attack towards that exit. Movement still going. The guys are spawning in at the command post. There's no stopping the truck this time. A few more explosions to end this game in style. And the first time going to be set, 10 minutes and 47 seconds. All right, a lot of awards going out to U5 on the Roll of Honor. Best Soldier and highest accuracy, however, to Warp Sanity. Mercy getting the highest accuracy. Herf getting Best Soldier. Bob all over the board. Spartan and Radia also coming in for a few awards of their own. So now we switch sides. U5 will have 10 minutes and 47 seconds with which to work. They want to get through there, get all of the objectives met as quickly as possible. And with the way people have been voting, they expect that it will happen. Just a reminder for who's playing tonight, it is Warp Sanity, Elf, Lizard, Grim Reaper, Boy, Herf, and Mercy. For United 5, we have Spartan, Conflict, Silver, Bob, Axe, and Radia. On the sidelines for Warp Sanity, Hummel, waiting just in case they need him. But of course, the rest of the U5 team off to ETTV land. Hopping out in IRC, it looks like everyone's doing okay right now. No one freaking out. That's always a good sign. As we have a few players ready to go. In fact, waiting on Radia for U5 to ready up. There it is. The prepare to fight has been called out. The countdown has begun. And very soon, we'll see who claims the first point in this TWL Alpha final between U5 and Warp Sanity. Match begins right now. 10 minutes and 42 seconds left to go. U5 beginning their very first run on the garage. They're looking for that bunker. Trying to get in, grab the forward spawn point, plant dynamite both low and high, and take as little time as possible. Here comes U5, Bob and Silver up top. Silver already heading inside on the mid-level, one-on-one with Mercy. And Mercy going to finish off Silver in style. Silver going to have to try again next time. As U5's first attack pretty much stopped in its tracks. And but they're not giving up. Look at this. Axe actually came in there as the final player right before the spawn. And he was just kind of running around saying, "Hi, see you." Here comes U5 once again. We've got Axe and Conflict heading down here. Spartan as well. They're getting ready to go towards that door. Spartan not going to make it far as Grim Reaper comes outside with his MP40. Team kill! Herf and Lizard both throwing out some artillery support. And each of them getting themselves a nice, fat, juicy team kill. Warp Sanity, you never want to see that when you're trying to get the fastest time possible. U5, however, thrilled to see the team kills going out. Wait, U5 comes back with their own set of team kills. Radia throws a grenade inside and finds Spartan and Conflict. Not the people that you want to be blowing up, especially when you realize he didn't kill anyone else. It's Team Kill Central here on Inside the Game. U5 once again back in action. Coming down low. Here we got a landmine set off. Conflict taking a lot of damage. Stays alive for a little bit longer. Axe trying to get the revive, but he's just a little bit too late as the body is given. Axe getting himself some health there before he heads inside. Gave some health to Bob as well. Herf dropping down. Panzer's coming out. Here's an artillery strike happening outside. And Warp Sanity ducking back inside the bunker and waiting for the next attack. U5, here they come. spawning in once again. Bob up high, Silver joining him as they continue along the grassy knoll. Radia, Axe, Conflict, and Spartan down low. Looks like Spartan was actually winding up a Panzer, but he got nailed by a grenade before he could let the Panzer fly. 8 minutes and 23 seconds left to go as Warp Sanity starting out this game pretty well. Can they keep it up? As I saw one player from U5 headed inside. Ooh, not for long. That was Bob. Actually, wait, Bob's still in this one. Heads inside. He's going up high, trying to capture that forward bunker. He will get it, but can he hold on to it? Nope. He can't. The Axis have reclaimed the forward bunker, but a nice move. Getting inside, getting the forward bunker for just a few moments, forcing them to stick around and fight, while the rest of the U5 crew comes in. Panzerfaust comes out, connects with absolutely no one. Spartan trying to use that one to scare them away just a little bit. Let's go up to the top level here, where the flag currently sits in the control of the Axis team. It's pretty calm up here. You can hear the explosions outside, but the room is empty, silent, just a flag and a song. Let's head back outside. Mid-level, we see Mercy holding that down for Warp Sanity. Bottom level, Lizard dies on his own artillery fire, and he kills a teammate in the process. So he kills himself and Grim Reaper. Looks like a spawn did happen shortly after that, however, so he's probably not feeling too bad about it. Team kills suck, but, you know, as long as you spawn right back in, no biggie. Warp Sanity once again spawning in. 7 minutes and 1 second left to go. U5 spawning in, I should say. U5 coming in here, having a really rough time getting inside. They continue to battle, though. Spartan and Silver outside doing a little revive action. Spartan heading inside, going to be picked to shreds by Boys MP40. 4 players from Spartan spawning in on that spawn run. Here comes Bob, Radia, Axe, and Conflict. Conflict doesn't make it very far before Elf. Look at that. 1-2 MP40 fire from Elf. And U5 cut down to 1 lone player. Axe outside, heading into the side cave. As the rest of Warp Sanity heads outside for a little team kill action. You gotta wonder about that. Okay, you know, your teammates throwing out some artillery support. Standard play outside the bunker. What you gonna do? Dude, let's run outside and get gibbed. I don't know. The thought process escapes me. U5, here they come. Spartan, Conflict. Conflict still alive here. Spartan waiting for a revive, but with no engineer around. Wait, here comes the engineer. Silver dop it out there. Spartan and Conflict back in this one. Head inside. Not going to last for long. Both bodies are gibbed. U5 sends in a second wave of Bob and Silver. Silver still hanging in there. Comes inside a 2-on-1. Silver hoping to stay alive. Nice grenade coming out from Boy. Yes, he killed his teammate, but he also got his man. With 5 minutes and 33 seconds on the clock, you got to get a little bit worried about U5 at this point as they finally get dynamite planted at that forward bunker. You know, this is going to have to be Insano land. They're going to have to get through the other side and just push it. They're going to have to work it all the way. Can't give an inch. They've got to get as many seconds back as they can because it took them a long time to get through this first little bit.
Dynamite planted.
Alright, so we have dynamite planted at both the high and low exits. We have that forward spawn about to be officially claimed 1-0. There you go. The forward bunker gate has been breached. Forward bunker. Woof. That's no good. Forward bunker now permanently claimed by the U5 team. And, you know, as long as they keep things going here, as long as they don't get any more delays headed into that depot yard, they should be fine. 4 minutes and 38 seconds left to go. They may be cutting it just a little bit close, but they still stand a chance. Here's Bob, Radius, Spartan, Axe, Conflict, all of them out here next to the truck, heading towards that command post. As we have some artillery support coming out here. A lot of fire around that truck. And U5 Bob reviving his teammate Axe. Conflict and Bob both down. Axe trying to make his way over to that command post. Not going to get very far as here we go. Bob still trying to stay alive, just barely holding on there as the rest of his team spawns in. Bob will probably have to wait till the next time around unless the medic comes back to revive him. Conflict thought about it, but as an engineer, well, he just doesn't have the skills. U5 spawns in. Here we go. 3 players coming in for U5. It's going to be Spartan, Radia, and Bob. 3 minutes and 43 seconds left to go. Spartan beelines as a covert ops for that command post. Throws in. There you go. Nicely played. Throws in a little satchel charge. Blows up that command post. And now we have to wait for an engineer to come in for U5 and rebuild the command post in favor of the allied team. If you're just joining us, this is TWL Alpha Enemy Territory Finals on Inside the Game. It is united5 versus Warp Sanity. Warp Sanity set an initial time of 10 minutes and 47 seconds, and now we have united5 attempting to beat that time. 3 minutes and 6 seconds left to go as the command post has been claimed, looking for Dynamite at that depot gate. Mercy tried to hold off the engineer, but he cannot as Dynamite has been planted. Axe reviving Spartan and Bob to keep these guys controlling and guarding that Dynamite. 18 seconds left on the Dynamite countdown. Silver off to the side. Here's another Dynamite going down at the side as Spartan has the Dynamite out, the pliers out, and he's going to get Dynamite at the East Depot wall. 7 seconds left on this main gate. It's looking good for the Dynamite to blow, and sure enough, no defusal is now possible. Depot gate has been breached. Who will take the next step? Silver comes by the truck, waits for his teammates, and everybody's in there. Silver, Bob, Radia, Conflict, all these guys starting to make their way, getting that truck inside the depot. Bob was about to take fire from Herf, but Herf didn't stay along very long. Didn't stay alive very long. As U5 making sure that truck gets into place. Bob finishing the final stages. And now it's time to get the gold. Alright, so let's take a look inside. Go for that spiral staircase where Radia and Spartan, Conflict, all of them headed up here, headed through the hallways. They are going to get inside unhindered. Spartan gets his pliers in on those controls. They've got the controls already built. Panzerfaust comes through. Doesn't even phase the U5 team. With 1 minute and 35 seconds left to go, the gold crate now on its way to the truck. This is looking good for U5 to beat the time set by Warp Sanity. It's going to be a close one, but Warp Sanity has got to get out here and stop these guys now. Bob prone in the back of the truck here. Radia taking the point guarding position. Around the corner, you see Warp Sanity. It's going to be Elf and Boy Lizard as well. Bob, he doesn't even feel it. He drops down, he's out of sight, and he's able to keep that truck going. Finally launched off the back of the truck, and the truck is still going. Finally comes to a stop, but just as it does, U5 picks up where they left off. 52 seconds, no problem. These guys have it easy. They got to just keep it going, keep it moving. And at this point, they're so close to their forward spawn points that there's just no stopping them. 38 seconds left to go as the truck rounds the final corner. It is now home free. Support fire coming out from U5. A bit of team kill going on here. Ouch! Bad time to be killing all your teammates. But they're going to keep it going just a little bit longer. Just a few more seconds. 21, 20, 19. And so with 19 seconds left, the Allies successfully beat the clock with a time officially of 10 minutes and 27 seconds. That puts the score 1-0 in favor of united5. And while these guys get ready for their next match, I'm going to move my cat's evil tail. Alright, U5's going to start readying up. We're down to just 2 players. The map? Oasis. For Oasis, we are going to have the allies of U5 versus the Axis of Warp Sanity. The allies attacking first. Will they get a time set? That is the question. Oasis can sometimes take a while. And we'll have to hope for a couple of aggressive runs here. Some smart play. Get those gun towers. Get those anti-tank guns destroyed. For those, 3 people out there who don't know what Oasis is about, the allies spawn in the deserts. They're on the sand dunes, and they have to make their way across the map to the other side where some anti-tank guns are to destroy them so their tanks can get through and cause all sorts of damage.
Prepare to fight.
So they have to, they have to get through the Gauntlet of Death, the Old City ruins. They have to get into the Old City, blow up the wall, get through that wall, get around to the other side, and blow up both anti-tank guns, which is quite challenging. 3, 2, 1, and This match has now begun. And with it, iCentralHost.com ETTV is now gone. We'll wait for that one to get back in. So if you're on that one, that's where it went. It will be reconnecting as here comes U5. A bit of Panzerfaust coming out from Herf. He will connect with Bob and Spartan, but he also vaporizes himself. That's 2 for the price of 1. Well played, Warp Sanity. Early on here, 19 minutes and 32 seconds left to go. A little time check for you if you need to sync up. Don't forget, syncing up is quite easy to do. If you're watching ETTV right now and have Inside the Game tuned in, you can listen for me to call out the time, hit pause in your Win app or player of choice, wait for ETTV to catch up to the point I have just called out, and then press play. And whammo, you are now synced. Attacks continuing throughout the ruins as I'm following U5 Conflict, heading his way up the stairwell, around the corner. He's under the awning. He's looking for the top approach to that old city flag.
We've captured the old city.
And they have the old city captured. Conflict inside, in fact, for U5, trying to hold on to this one. Here comes a spawn for U5. This is looking good for them to capture this first stage. Spartan drops down, putting that dynamite out there. Flyers come out, and dynamite has successfully been planted with 18 minutes and 37 seconds left to go. In fact, they have a covert ops, and they've made their way through to the other side. Zombie ETTV just disconnecting. We'll wait for that one to come back in. So if you're on Zombie ETTV, it is now reconnecting to the server as U5 pushing through. Very quick push coming out from U5 as they continue their attack. Silver waiting outside the Axis spawn point. He's going to be spotted by Lizard, coming through with a bit of fire and then exploded by his teammate's grenade. Warp Sanity off the spawn. Elf and it looks like Mercy, in fact, who is a 59 rogue, just in case you didn't know. I just thought you should know. Alright, so Warp Sanity going to revive. Mercy going to revive his teammate Lizard and give Bob's body. Nice move by Lizard. Gotta love to see the people sticking to the old rules. You revive your teammates, you give the bodies, and everyone's happy. Make sure you give the bodies. Alright, so the command post is built for the Axis team. You can hear it beeping off in the distance. Looking inside this courtyard, we see Herf guarding that south anti-tank gun. Some grenades being lobbed in outside that door. Let's take a look. It's going to be Conflict out here with Axe, Spartan, and Radia. They're making their move on that south anti-tank gun. Often the easier, well, almost always the easier tank gun to go for first. That north anti-tank gun can be a bitch. Easy shots, fresh off the spawn for the Axis, so you got to be careful when you're going for that north gun. Spartan and Radius still outside, but here comes an attack by Warp Sanity Lizard. Lizard probably gets off 3 bullets before he is shredded by U5. U5 still holding 4 outside. They peek in for just a moment. Here comes the fire. U5 making their way 1, 2, 3 down. 1 revive coming out for Conflict as the engineer who's not able to revive his teammates, but he will get that dynamite. Oh, so close to getting the dynamite down, but no cigar. Conflict killed by Elf's MP40, waiting for the revive, but his teammates will not make it in time. And that dynamite's going to sink away. And he's going to have to try again. Conflict going to wait for the next battle. Now let's head outside the right side. Let's see if they're coming this way once again. Sure enough, Radia. Well, who do we have? Radia, Axe, and Spartan. That's going to be Medic, and Medic. That's right. 3 medics and a cattail. There we go. Let's move that cattail. Here comes the attack by U5. 3 of them, all 3 of them heading up the stair. Wait, we do have an engineer. It's going to be Spartan. Spartan heads inside, throws the dynamite down, has the pliers out. His medic teammates are there to guard him, and he moves off to the side, hoping to dodge some grenades. Spartan comes inside. Support fire catches him through a wall, but his teammate nicely played. Radia pops in, revives Spartan, and these 2 are going to hold off that south anti-tank gun. Here comes Lizard as an engineer trying to get the defuse in there. 10 seconds left. We have one more opportunity to get that defuse in. Not going to happen. Warp Sanity not able to get in time. 2, 1. South anti-tank gun has been destroyed with 15 minutes and 27 seconds left to go. It officially took 4.5 minutes to get that first tank gun destroyed, and with 15 minutes and 20 seconds, honestly, a ton of time available to U5, and they are looking like they may not need it as Bob has headed inside. He's a medic. He's going to hold down that gun as here comes Conflict. The engineer for U5 has the dynamite out, the pliers out, and dynamite has been planted. 15 minutes and 3 seconds left to go, and we're looking for a fantastic time here on Oasis. Don't forget, on Supply Depot, we saw U5 squeak out a 20-second win over Warp Sanity. And here, well, they're looking to make this easy. Slam dunk. No problem. Conflict still guarding that dynamite, but with 6 seconds left and no sight of Warp Sanity, this will blow, and we will have a beautiful time set for U5 of 5 minutes and 22 seconds. Just gotta write that down. Wow, so you gotta know that things are sucking right now when you have Mercy saying, oh, crap. I mean, he's got the frowny face going. He may be a 59 Rogue, but Rogue is not going to save you here in enemy territory. So the time to beat, 5 minutes and 22 seconds. Now, on some maps, you'd say 5:22. No problem. On Oasis, ouch. I've seen people get stuck in the Old City ruins for 5 minutes and 22 seconds, let alone get through the Old City, get to the anti-tank guns, and get both tank guns planted. These guys, they didn't even break a sweat going for that North anti-tank gun, which should be their most difficult tank gun to attack. It's harder for them to get into to the south, but we'll see what happens here as we're waiting on 6 more players to ready up. It is a U5 versus WS. That's a United 5 versus Warp Sanity. Playing for United 5, it's Spartan, Conflict, Silver, Bob, Axe, and Radia. Playing for Warp Sanity, Elf, Lizard, Grim Reaper, Boy, Herf, and Mercy, who is a 59 Rogue. Level 59 Rogue. If you didn't know that, just in case, just gotta let you know. Because, yeah. Oh, Sponge is telling on me. I'm just saying that, Yeah, I'm not even gonna go there. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Bastards. I had to wipe my pants after that. Did you just pee yourself or something, Spartan? What the heck? What the heck is wrong with you people? Can pop out to IRC for just a moment. You guys are so quiet tonight. It's so odd to be casting an enemy territory match and not really having anyone talking to me. It's almost surreal. I know you're out there because I looked at the stats and there are people out there tuned in right now, but you guys are quiet, silently listening and watching. You guys are crazy. All right, so we're waiting on. It's just Mercy. With his rogue skills, whip out that bow and arrow, baby. Oh, wait, that's a ranger. Knife me in the back? I don't know. All right, the countdown has begun. We'll give you the final countdown. Everyone sing it with me. The final countdown. 3, 2, 1. And the second half of the second round has begun. Currently 1-0 in favor of United 5 and looking like it's going to be an easy 2-0 win unless Warp Sanity whips out the rogue skills. Here comes U5 pushing forward. They are really pushing hard. They're taking a oh wait, no, Warp Sanity going to get that command post for the allied team. Good play. All right, good. I thought I saw U5 run ahead and get that command post. I think that these ones are actually belong to the allies or the Axis, but that's hardly the point. As here comes Warp Sanity into the side walls. We've got Mercy, Lizard, and Grim Reaper in the lead as they come up the steps to the awning, immediately coming up against Silver. And Mercy staying alive, going to revive Grim Reaper and head their way inside, hoping to get that forward spawn point quickly. And Axe, having none of that, waits at the door, and he takes 3 down without even thinking about it. But look at Grim Reaper with the surprise move coming in from behind, claims the old city, and his teammates spawn in just seconds after. Now we'll be waiting for an engineer to come through as Warp Sanity all killing themselves and respawning in nice, fresh, and new. Here come the grenades from U5 over the wall. They're gonna give the body of the engineer. Ooh, Herf was hoping to get the plant there. Could not pull it off. Grim Reaper comes off and finally finishes the job, but then gets obliterated, vaporized by a mortar round. This is insanity as we have the water pump built up, so the old city pathway through to the courtyard side of the map will be open for Warp Sanity. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. Not a lot of time to work with, so these guys have got to keep things going fast. So far, they're doing pretty well. I mean, they got a hold of that old city without even trying. And now they're coming through that old city wall. They did take some heavy fire trying to plant at that old city wall, but it didn't really stop them. They kept throwing bodies at it until they had it. Here comes the 3 for down low. It's going to be Mercy and Boy. Lizard heading outside and taking immediate fire from Silver. Gibbed and not going to be back this time around. You have to wait for that next spawn. Still looking out here, U5 with a nice spread. They're hiding people in all directions so that you just won't know where the fire's coming from. Artillery support called out onto that main exit. Lizard and Boy going to have to hold off. Wait, Lizard gets out just a little bit too far and is going to have to be revived by Boy. Finally takes a chance, makes his move outside, and Lizard and Boy caught in the crossfire. Bob shooting and Conflict. Well, Bob and Conflict from behind. Spartan. It's going to be Axe out here from the front. Just really nice crossfire coming out here from U5 with Spartan planting some landmines, trying not to get hit by the artillery support being tossed out by his teammates. Oh, look at Herf mortaring from the other side of the map. He's hooked up in his corner right next to that wall, launching over the top of the building, coming through to the other side. And Herf feels he said all that he can. Rifle nade action from Spartan, and Elf is destroyed. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left, and we have Warp Sanity held within the archways of the exit from the old city. They're not even getting close to the courtyard right now because the fire that's set up by united5 is just too tough for them. Now let's go take a look at what's going on with the cave over here, as it has been drained, but no one's choosing to use that entry point.
Dynamite planted.
Oh, wait a second. Maybe I spoke too soon. Looks like someone snuck through and got dynamite planted. It's going to be Grim Reaper getting dynamite planted at the south anti-tank gun. But Radia as a medic, Spartan as an engineer, comes in with the pliers. 16 seconds left. Whoa, exploded by a mortar round from Herf. Wonderful placement. 10 seconds left, and Spartan, he's going to get the defuse on this one. But a beautiful play by Warp Sanity, throwing a few tricks out there that U5 had no idea that was coming. I had no idea that was coming. So we saw the south anti-tank gun planted. We saw Herf throwing out some mortar rounds. You gotta love that. Utilizing all the weapons on the map, nicely placed. But with 1 minute and 2 seconds left, it would take an act of God to get 2 engineers into both anti-tank guns, get the dynamites planted, and still have time for them to count all the way down. In fact, we're almost into garbage time here, but we're not giving up on them yet. Maybe they can get in. Here comes Warp Sanity, Boy, and Elf, reviving Lizard, coming through past that Axis spawn point, coming around the corner, trying to dodge the artillery support. Lizard coming inside. He has barely any health. Boy's going to get him revived, but he's not going to stay alive for long. With 32 seconds left, it is officially garbage time. This game is over. There's no way that Warp Sanity will manage to plant both tank guns and have the dynamite explode in time. Good games coming out from all players on the teams. First one to call it out, it's going to be Elf saying good games, and then Conflict coming through, Herf, Grim Reaper. Well played, guys. Grim Reaper giving the congratulations out to united5 for their win in the TWL Alpha Enemy Territory 6-on-6 Grand Final. And the music swells as the Allies could not beat the clock. A 2-0 victory. And the 64% of you who said that united5 would win, you were right.